everybody, this is Ashley with Baby Wearing. Hey everybody, this is Ashley with Baby Wearing International of Knoxville, and today I'm going to show you, this is the RRRR carry 4Rs. It's rear reinforced Rebozo Rucksack. I think I got those in the right order. Something like that. It's those 4R words in some sort of order. It also is sometimes called a pirate carry. And I'm going to show you a couple different, or explain to you a couple different ways to finish it off, but I'm going to do it with a candy cane chest belt. I like the way it looks, and it also keeps the straps up on my shoulders really well, which I like. And I'm using a size 3 for this. You can definitely do this carry in a size 2. You could probably do it in a 4, but you'd have really long tails, so. This is Zion, he's 5 weeks old. I really like this back carry for him because it's nice and high and it's not a lot of fuss. He is still a newborn, he's got pretty good head control for a newborn, and I have a lot of experience back carrying. But if you've never done any back carries before, please wait until they're a little bit more easily able to support themselves, sit up on their own, or have really good head control. Use your best judgment, but only do it if you feel completely comfortable. Front carries, you know, are best to start with if you've never wrapped before, but I've done a lot of back carries, so I feel really confident wearing him on my back. The biggest safety concern is just that he's high and his face is exposed and his airway is open. So this carry, he's gonna have his head right at the back of my neck. I'll be able to see his face over my shoulder, or if I looked in the mirror and I can see that he is, his airway is open, there's no fabric in his face. That's the biggest concern with back carries. So you definitely want to make sure that you have experience so you can get them really nice and high and nice and snug, and you know that they're going to stay safe back there. So I'm going to get him on my back using what we call the Santa toss. And I'm going to show you kind of how I gauge where this is going to be on the wrap. This starts off offset, so there's a short side and a long side. I'm going to put you down for a minute, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Okay. So you're going to have a short side over this shoulder. You want enough. So what we're going to be doing at the end of this is we're going to twist it in a candy cane fashion and tie off on this side. So you want to have enough. It's basically hanging a little past my shoulder. It's kind of hitting my thigh. And then I reach behind me at the middle point, and that's where I'm going to put my baby at. So, right there. Alright, and then I'm going to... Hi! What's so happy right now? Hopefully you guys can see how I do this. I'm going to lay him down on a soft surface. You can use a bed or a couch. And lay it down so that that spot... Are you being a monster? So that spot is at the middle, and then I'm going to lay him down. I want the back of his neck to be at that top rail, and then I want the bottom rail, okay, I see you, to be at the back of his knees. Are you a scary monster? Are you a scary monster, Dalton? Okay. Shh, okay. Alright, watch out, buddy. Can you go over there and get your truck? Okay. So I know you probably can't see what I'm doing right here, but the back of the wrap is at the back of his knees, and the top of the wrap is at the back of his neck. And then I like to pull both sides over to the left side, and then I gather everything up and I hold it in my right hand right here. And I want to make sure that all the slack is pulled out, because I want to make sure that the wrap is supporting him when I pick him up. So I kind of go through and make sure I pull out all of the slack out of my wrap before I toss him on my back. Okay? And so this is kind of what he should look like. He's like a little Santa sack. Hi, like a little hammock. So that when I roll him up onto my shoulder, he's in a little bundle on my back. Okay, you ready? All right, so I just kind of like to roll him up onto my shoulder, like that. And then I have both hands on his arms. Oh, I know. Don't be alarmed if they give a little fuss, because that's pretty normal for all babies to do. And then I'm going to grab my long side and just switch it over here. Okay, I hear you, Jude. Okay, and switch it over to that side, over my head. Okay, okay. Okay, shh. Okay, and now since I had the wrap at the back of his knees, he's got such a little booty and little legs that where it was gathered up behind his knees pretty much creates his seat already. There's not much that you can do to create a really nice deep seat with such a little guy, but you can kind of, okay, you can kind of tuck that fabric up in between the two of you if they'll let you. Okay, sorry, buddy, sorry, okay. Okay, so from here I just want to make sure that everything is nice and tight. I know. And they usually hate this part, so I'm going to try. I like this because you can get it wrapped pretty quickly in this carry and then they stop fussing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is this short side, if it's long enough you could pin it in between your knees, but I'm going to pin it under my chin, and then I'm going to work with my long side, and I'm going to do, oh, sorry buddy, I'm going to do this reinforced pass. So I like to grab the fabric that's for the bottom rail right here in my left hand, and then I'm going to pass it over to my right hand. And I like to kind of shimmy it up so it gets nice and high on baby's back. Okay. And then to get the slack out, I kind of pull from my shoulder and pull along the length of the wrap. I know. Shh, 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 shh. So if there's any slack in through here, then I just kind of pass it along to the other side. I know, I'm sorry. And then this is just reinforcing that seat right there. Shh, shh, shh. And then I kind of strand by strand gather this up. Just give it a little pull to make sure all the slack is out. Okay. So from here, this is where we're going to do, if you had a shorter wrap like a size 2, you could just tie off at the shoulder right here. But with my 3, I have extra, and so I'm going to do that candy cane chest belt finish. So basically, I just want to cross these right here, pull out any slack. I'm going to push up a little on his feet to make sure he's really nice and high on my back. And then I'm going to start twisting. So twist once, and then I'm going to kind of pin it with my arm right here so that it doesn't get loose. Twist again, I pin it with my arm again right there. You don't want to do too many twists because we want to be able to have it kind of pull the straps off, out of our armpits a little bit. So I have about 3 or 4 twists right there. And then I just pass the side underneath the strap and tie off. Okay. Okay. And then again, I just kind of push up on his little legs to get him in that seat in that nice M position with his knees higher than his booty. He's just kind of starting to get to the point where he can get his legs spread out a little bit more. Before this, they're harder to get their legs in the right position, but he's starting to do well at 5 weeks. Alright, so this is the RRRR Rear Reinforced Rebozo Rucksack, I think, with a candy cane chest belt. Enjoy!